Hi everybody, this is Alchemist 2 and I'm back again with another movie review. I recently saw Man of Steel, and honestly, I have to say I absolutely adored it. My only nag was the fact that their fighting scenes were so long and overdrawn, and I thought, come on, this is taking for flippin' ever. But it's like a friend of mine said, they did that to draw the teenagers in. Yeah, I agree with you. I certainly think that they did that for effect. It wasn't anything to truly advance the plot along. It was just good old-fashioned American violence and beating up on the villain and having the hero become triumphant in his battle. But despite that one, well, it wasn't really a gaping flaw. It's just a minor setback. But the film itself was really beautifully done. I like the fact that they make him weak to something else rather than kryptonite. Spoiler alert, sorry. The actor who plays Superman, I thought that he was very handsome and very innocent and appealing. This character that a lot of people, like myself, growing up just with being different and misunderstood, having gifts that others might consider a little bit frightening. Like, don't judge me, but against a white background, if I focus hard enough, I can see people's auras. I used to be able to see auras just absolutely as clear as daylight when I was younger, and I wouldn't really tell anybody, just my mom and dad, because I knew that they understood that I was unique. I could also kind of get a feeling when somebody was getting ready to pass away as well, which that's another thing that kind of frightens people with me. And I thought, why was I given this gift? I had that feeling with somebody in my neighborhood, and I didn't even know that he had a problem with his heart, but I kind of sensed it. Nobody told me this. This is just something I inferred on my own. And this person had pneumonia, and he died at a very young age, and it just shook me up. I thought, oh, dang it, I'm right again, and every single time. And my prediction rate is just so accurate. It's frightening. And there were times I thought, you know what, this could be a curse or it could be a blessing. And I'm gonna consider it a blessing, just like my ability to see auras. And I'm also telepathic with my father. I was telepathic with my mother too, but when she began to go through her transitionary stage, actually, she had been through cancer before. She had uterine cancer, and she had been in remission for 2 whole years, but unfortunately, it's the type of cancer that when it returns, it does so with a monstrous vengeance. We were still very close. I mean, she was the closest thing I had to a sister. She she withdrew even more into herself, and she was a person who liked control. She she was kind of cold at times. But she was a wonderful person. She really was. She let her hair down with me. But we were very close. Anyway, I'm kind of getting off track. But anyhow, the whole idea with Clark Kent having all these abilities and feel like he wasn't a part of anybody else. Just was something I could completely relate to, and just the whole fact of being bullied when I was younger. Oh, Lord, I could tell you stories about that were just awful. But kids can be cruel. They be, but words weapons, and if you wield your words and have forethought to those words, your words themselves can either build bridges or destroy them completely. So be cautious with what comes out of your mouth. That was one thing that I learned from this film, as well as belief, having a belief in something. And there were so many overt allusions to Jesus in this film, including the fact that Clark was 33 years old. And if you know anything about the story of Jesus himself, he was crucified when he was 33. There's so many allusions and allegories and metaphors to Jesus Christ, the suffering servant, the suffering Savior. And I think this was intentionally done. Good versus evil, we're used to that whole mechanism. I really like this film, and I think that Russell Crowe chose a good role as well. And I know that he's gotten some bad press, but I think that he might have redeemed himself with Javert in Les Miserables, as well as Jalel in this particular film. And just the whole way that it's done, the visual appeal of it, and the CGI is absolutely beautiful. The background music is just incredible. It's a very spiritual film, and I even found myself crying. I cried quite a bit because it touched me in a very intrinsic level, and I really felt like I could connect to it. And I think a lot of people who are like myself can say, yeah, I know what that's like. But with people like ourselves, we don't really elevate our status. I mean, I told my dad, I said, Dad, I can't elevate my status above anybody else's. I'm just another cog in the wheel, basically, to help this world become a better place. And it may take time for me to actually do so, because I don't have the ability at this juncture, but I know I will, and it will happen in due time. And we see that Clark did this himself, and he had to be patient. There was a very sad scene with Kevin Costner playing his father on Earth, Jonathan Clark, and it broke my heart. I was just weeping like a little baby. The film itself, I give 3 stars out of possible 5. It's a very well done film. It's a good summer flick. It's got a really great plot, wonderful characters. I can't wait to see what they're going to do with the next installations of it and see how far it goes. The design of the spaceships and just Krypton itself, it was really, really spellbinding. I was completely transfixed. I was mesmerized. It was really lovely and inspiring. So if you're a fan of Superman and you know the story, this is just a different retelling of it. And I really like the way they did it. And Superman is hot. He is sexy. I really enjoyed that. I thought Lois is one lucky dame, and I would not mind being Lois myself in some situations. And needless to say, I'm a hot-blooded American girl. What do you want from me? But anyhow, um, it was really a terrific summer film, and I highly recommend it. It's just magnificent, and it's, you know, the all-American story, and it has a happy ending as well, and there's a little bit of romance too. So there's a little bit of something for everybody, and I think that all ages would enjoy it. But the fighting, that was just a wee bit too much, and I thought, could they just cut some of that out? I mean, that's the reason why it kind of drug on a little bit. Um, that was my only kind of quibble about it. Anything else was perfect. So, you know, I could probably just fast forward through all that fighting, and it doesn't matter because it doesn't really do anything for the plot. It just, you know, boom, 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 yeah, nothing but masculine stupidity. But yeah, I guess some people like that. Mortal Kombat. But that's basically all I have to say about Man of Steel, and I really enjoyed it. And if you have a chance to see it yourself, and if you're a Superman fan, I'm pretty sure that you'll like it, because I know I loved it, because I am a Superman fan myself. And until next time, ciao!